What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Race.
Could we please have another Downton Abbey film? Nothing else can fill the void left by aristocratic England. Well, there is maybe one thing, there is room for more, and Downton Abbey 3 would fill that void left by a new era. An anticipated wedding, the Downton estate in all its splendor, and the thematic piano and violin melody are just a few of the comforts viewers have come to expect from the English period drama Downton Abbey. As a result, the movie can't stand on its own but still serves as a fun addition to the Downton Abbey series. Therefore, a new era has been ideal for the most ardent of the series' fans, as the film sequel offers closure for the unfinished storylines of the show as well as a comforting familiarity for devoted Downton Abbey viewers. At Downton in 1928, Violet Crawley learns some startling information. Unsurprisingly, the Marquis de Montmirail, a former love of hers, passed away and left her a villa in the south of France. Lady Grantham decides to give her granddaughter Sibby the villa, which provokes Robert, Cora, and a few other family members to go to France to meet the new Marquis and discuss the will. The Marquis complies with his father's wishes, but his mother is determined to keep the villa. For the beloved individual characters from Downton Abbey, everything comes together nicely in the end. The film's two major plot lines, on the other hand, fail to compel. One, the conflict is never resolved. On the other hand, ripping off the plot for Singing in the Rain is acceptable. And in both, it's acceptable to openly display derogatory comments about cultural differences, such as the ghastly regional accents of Americans and the inferior French way of doing things. But if we believed that groundbreaking plot lines and social commentary were the goals of Downton Abbey: A New Era, we'd be deluding ourselves. The English period drama has long served its purpose as a light-hearted comfort watch, giving viewers an inside look at the more glamorous struggles of the upper class and the drama among those who serve them, all within a context of contained, swiftly resolved conflict. In the end, the newest Downton Abbey movie doesn't accomplish much. Aside from what such a statement always means at Downton, it hardly marks the start of a new era. The upper class encounters the modern world and must adapt.
On the roof of the Negresco.
Oh, it was a scavenger hunt, and we needed a chimney pot. But when we got up there, they were huge.
There is no set date for the release of Downton Abbey 3, so let's not get our hopes up too high. Downton Abbey 3 isn't even close to being confirmed, but the viewers expect a new movie. The story of the Crawley family is far from over, and the caliber of the popular franchise hasn't decreased. Also, open to the idea of making another movie are the producers and Fellowes. We can only wait and hope that something is in the works for that time being. Julian Fellowes, the creator of Downton Abbey, revealed in an interview with the Radio Times magazine that a third movie is still possible, but it's all up in the air right now. Fellowes said, "You never know if more is going to be wanted. After every series, after the first film, and now after the second, each time I have said a heart-wrenching goodbye to these people, and then here we are, back again." He also said that if audiences want more and the cast wants to do more, then I'm sure we'll find a way of delivering more. Meanwhile, Mary Crawley actress Michelle Dockery confirmed that she would love coming back to this role and being with her Downton family.
Come on, Carson.
We believe and hope that all of the regular Downton Abbey characters from the series and A New Era will return, since the Dowager passed away at the end of the sequel, something that had been hinted at since the end of the sequel. Maggie Smith is not coming back if Downton Abbey does decide to make another film. Michelle Dockery's Lady Mary Talbot and Laura Carmichael's Lady Edith would be a sure bet. Other families include Samantha Bond returning as Lady Rosamund Painswick, Alan Leach as Tom Branson, and Tuppence Middleton as Lucy Branson. Robert James Collier as Thomas Barrow is a big if on the cast, as well as Hugh Dancy's performance as the film's director Jack Barber. Additionally, it is unlikely that we will see Nathalie Bay or Jonathan Zaka again because the transfer of the villa to the Crawley family has ended their story.
Together for a few days. Does it sound likely?
And it's just a coincidence that Papa was born 9 months later.
One aspect that would be intriguing to observe is how Lady Mary gradually gains more control over the family prior to World War II. In the end, Mary might even take on the role of Dowager Countess. Particularly in the movies, Mary's more considerate choices, decisions that Lord Grantham would never be able to make, have already started to take shape. Seeing these 20th century appropriate goals realized as Mary develops into a devoted matriarch would undoubtedly be rewarding. Aside from Mary's ongoing adventure, there's a chance that American characters will play a central role as the Crawleys expand their horizons by engaging in business and personal relationships with other nations. In addition, Downton doesn't shy away from challenging subjects, shining a spotlight on everything from the women's suffrage movement to birth control, post-traumatic stress disorder, and the horrors of the Second World War. Since A New Era ends in 1928, the third movie would undoubtedly focus on what happened after that year. This could be a display of anything, including the popularity of talkies, movies with sounds, and flapper attire, not to mention the dark foundation of a restless Europe that is speeding toward another war. All of this creates a dramatic setting for the Crawley family's struggle to maintain their social standing. Fellowes claims that the right moment is essential for the release of any movie. The creators would need to know if there are enough original cast members available for, or even interested in, making another movie. Without Lady Mary's haughtiness or Mr. Carson's steadfast presence, for instance, it would be difficult to imagine any new Downton.
Crazy rhythm, here's the doorway. I go my way, you go.
The focus on the Crawleys' children in Downton Abbey 3 would best honor the title Downton Abbey: A New Era. As a film production company shoots a motion picture in their family castle, Downton Abbey: A New Era places the Crawleys and their servants on the verge of the modern world. However, as the story moves into the new decade of the 1930s by the end of A New Era, Downton Abbey says its final goodbyes to its adored matriarch Lady Violet, the Dowager Countess. George, Sibby, and Marigold could be made the family's center of attention in Downton Abbey 3. Sibby, George, and Marigold, while still younger than their mothers were when Downton Abbey first aired, are also more modern children who can represent the modern world as Mary and Edith approach middle age. The children's personalities would be fascinating to explore as well. Has George inherited his father Matthew's cool head, and is he as tough and funny as Lady Mary? Is Sibby as self-reliant and tolerant as her mother? Has she inherited her father's love of social justice? Does Marigold ever consider her biological father, or is she content to be the Marquess of Hexham's adopted daughter? Downton Abbey needs a new vitality, which George, Sibby, and Marigold can represent. They are the most promising source of fresh story potential for Downton Abbey 3 and beyond, along with the mistakes they will unavoidably make and the lessons they will learn from them.
Photographs. Yeah, I remember because he was the first photographer I'd ever seen. They must have copied.
On a related note, what would you like to see in the third movie? You can tell us in the comment section below. If you'd like more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys!